Hey there, KBall here from ZenDev. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough today on how to add JavaScript to the new Foundation ZURB Stack using Webpack. This walkthrough is inspired by a question on the forum by Martin McGlade. He asked how to include Mix-It-Up 3 into Foundation, and I thought, you know, the best way to do this would just be to do a quick video walkthrough. So what I have set up is I have a ZURB Stack project here running using Atom, and I've got basic, but what I've done is I've actually ripped out the beginnings of or the internal pieces that come by default and just added some basic Mix-It-Up markup. Now this markup was taken more or less straight from the Mix-It-Up documentation page, which you can see here. I took the container, I took the button. This is not a library that I've used very much, but seemed like a reasonable sample case to use. And then I added a little bit of foundation classes, so I added button class and callout class so that we could get something that looked reasonable. So I got this thing running right here. It's running in my browser using browser sync. I've got the sort of standard, just npm start. There we go. So to add Mix-It-Up, we can look over at Mix-It-Up, and one of the cool things that Mix-It-Up has is they actually are all set up to use standard imports. So if we install Mix-It-Up as an npm package and import it, it should just work. What this is coming back to is the fact that as of Foundation 6.4, our projects are modular JavaScript projects. They are designed to be importing dependencies using real dependency management. And that's how we're managing all of our dependencies within Foundation now. So it should be as simple as just importing it. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Over here, I'm in my project. I'm just going to do an npm install, and I'll do like a save just to propagate it to my package JSON and mix it up. So if I do that, npm is going to take a second. It's going to go look up, mix it up, install it as a dependency in my project. It's taken more than a second, but that should be there in one moment. Once we've got that in place, we can go right over to our JavaScript to have our app.js, and we should be able to just import. And in fact, in the documentation here, it shows us what that syntax looks like if we're using ES 2015 or ES Modern, which we are. We'll do that. We'll go right in here, import it, and then to instantiate Mix-It-Up on something, all you do is you call Mix-It-Up on the container. So we'll just take this, copy it right here, add it. Let's do it down below our imports and put that on there. And with that, our JavaScript is going to recompile. We can see it's starting here. It's taken a few seconds to compile. Once it's done, browser sync will refresh our page over here. So let's wait for that. Here it goes, just refreshed, connected, okay, and just like that, Mix-It-Up is functioning. So as a review, what we did here to include this package, now this package is already set up to work with modular dependency systems. All we needed to do was we did an npm install over in our terminal to get it here. That puts it into the node modules folders, and since I did -- save, it will actually also add it to our package JSON. So it put that in there, updated it. I think these others were lingering. These other updates were, these were already here. It just inserted it in the right place ahead of it. So it moved these things down, put everything in alphabetical order. So once it was there, we were able to import it into our JavaScript, which makes this Mix-It-Up value accessible to our JavaScript, and we just instantiate it right here. That's all it takes. So that's a quick tutorial on including a piece of JavaScript that is already set up for module dependency, which more and more modules are these days, into your Foundation ZURB stack. It should be that easy for almost anything you're wanting to do. You just pull it in and drop it in and go. This is really where the world is going to. And the cool thing about this is we could actually do this down within any particular place, and it's going to be set up all right. We don't need to worry about what order is this included or not. It's going to get packaged up in our final JavaScript object and just work how you expect. So I hope you found this useful. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I'm going to be putting out these tutorials and resources on a regular basis. I'll be publishing one of these couple times a week. I'm also publishing a newsletter once a week. Every Friday, I publish a Friday front-end newsletter where I send out a set of 15 top links of what's happening in the front-end space. There's a section for Sass and CSS, there's a section for JavaScript, and a section for announcements and other awesome stuff that's going on. So I'll put a link to that down below. Check it out. Thanks so much. See you later.